What's up guys, it's your girl M, and I'm back with another video for you today. Now honestly, it's been a week, let me tell you. It's been a very stressful and long week, and it's only Wednesday. So I'm coming here to just kind of have like a little conversation with you guys. I just wanted to kind of talk about some things just so I could get a video up for you guys and you could see my face and see how I'm doing and everything, and just give you guys like a little update. We're in Fort Wayne, and the unfortunate thing is I'm here, but I can't go and see my granny because I traveled from Texas to Indiana, and since Texas is such a epicenter for the virus and everything, I would have had to be quarantined for 2 weeks here in Fort Wayne in order to see her. And that's a big bummer because I'm not here long enough to quarantine for 2 weeks to go see her. They told me I could do a window visit, and I might still do that, but it would just be so hard. Like, even if I quarantined for 2 weeks, when I would see her, I would be able to sit in the lobby with her, but I would have to stay 6 feet away from her, and we both would have to be wearing masks. And I wouldn't be able to give her a hug, I wouldn't be able to give her a kiss, which that would be a huge bummer, but at least I would be able to like be more in her presence, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know, I think I'm still gonna do the window visit just because I miss her so much. And you know, she's 93 and my girl is strong and she's healthy except for her dementia, but it's just like you worry a lot, you know what I'm saying? And so I think I still might do the window visit, even though it's gonna suck. It's not gonna be that great. I just want to see her and make sure that she's okay, and I love her very much. I'm just very bummed out. But her safety and the safety of the other grandmas and grandpas at that nursing home facility, you know, their safety is #1 priority. So I'm not gonna complain too much, and I'm not gonna break any rules because their safety is #1. Next on the list, Vaughn's brother's service is tomorrow, and it's been great to see all of his family and be around them in this time. And I know tomorrow is going to be very difficult because I think the service, that's when it's like it becomes more real and you kind of like feel it more, and it just I'm nervous for tomorrow, and I just want to be as strong as I can, not just for Vaughn but for his brother, his sister, his family, and I just want to be a rock and a shoulder to lean on and a support system for all of them, because even though Leon is like a brother to me, he's not my brother, he's not my son, he's not my nephew, and I love Leon very much, but you know, I've only known him for 4 years, and everybody else have known them his whole life, and so I'm just gonna be there to be as strong as possible as I can for Vaughn and his family. So please keep him and his family in your prayers. Yeah, and then Friday we'll be leaving out from Fort Wayne to head back to Houston, and there's a hurricane heading towards Houston, which is stressful. It's kind of a good thing that we're not there, because obviously we wouldn't want to be there right now, you know, because of the storms and everything and the potential flooding and all of that. Like, that would all be very stressful, but at the same time I'm worried about what I'm coming home to, like what kind of property damage we'll have, if we'll have internet, if we'll have electricity. There's just a lot of things that I'm like nervous about. So hopefully it's okay in our area. And I'm just asking you guys to pray for everybody in the Houston area, the Galveston area, the Texas, Louisiana area, everyone that is going to be affected by this hurricane. Please wrap them in comfort and pray for their safety. I know it's looking to be a pretty bad hurricane, so it's very nerve-wracking, and I just hope that everybody stays safe and everybody that needs to be evacuated is evacuated. People, if you're in that area, please take your pets. Do not leave your pets. Please take your pets with you. I know you would think that could go unsaid, but unfortunately, history has proven otherwise. But yeah, so I've got my water here. I'm really thirsty. It's a hot day. It was cooler earlier because I think it had rained a little bit, but now it's pretty hot. So, next topic. Lord have mercy. I've been reading a lot about the young man that was shot in Wisconsin, and that is absolutely disgusting to me that this is happening yet again. And with all the uprisings, with the Black Lives Matter movement, with all of the protests, we still don't have justice for Breonna Taylor or Elijah McClain. And here's another black man who was shot in front of his children. And that's just, I can't even fathom that. The police at this point, like, you can't reform that. You can't, it's just, I'm at a loss for words, honestly. And I don't even feel like I'm educated enough to really speak on it. I'm just saying we need reform. We need to really, truly consider what the prison system is doing to our society, what the policing system is doing to our society. We need to reform, we need to destroy, we need to rebuild it into something that is fair and just for everyone. It's really upsetting. And I'll put a link down in the description down below of some little things about the shoot of, I think his name is James Blake, of what happened to him. I will put, I think there's a GoFundMe, if I'm not mistaken. If I find it, I'll put it in the description down below as well. But please educate yourselves on what's going on, and yeah, that's something else. Okay, prayers to him and his family, because that's just unfathomable. And his sister, actually, if I can find the link of what his sister said, oh my God, she blew me away. I was in tears when I watched what she was saying. Change needs to happen. It's just, it's been unacceptable for how long, but then we go back to living our lives and we just forget all about it. But we can't keep doing that. We gotta keep pushing, and we gotta keep applying pressure to the powers that be so we can change these unjust systems, honestly. Okay, and last but not least, I wanted to talk about, I've been getting these comments, not that many, but comments, messages, things like that, about people that think that Vaughn and I's breakup was fake. And I want to say I get it. I understand why you would think that. I understand. I understand. YouTubers, we do clickbait, we do all kinds of things like that. I get it. But our breakup was very real. You guys saw what you saw on camera, but you didn't see the emotions that were behind the camera. And Vaughn and I have had times where we've wanted to take a break, and we've had breakups before. But this one was way more permanent than any other breakup. Like, I was looking at apartments. I was thinking of where I wanted to move. I was thinking of things that I was going to have to do without being with Vaughn. I was, you know, putting all these plans in place. And I think had I had moved back to Indiana right away, I think it would have been final. I think we wouldn't have had this change of heart, and we wouldn't have, you know, I think both of us were so stubborn and so hurt at that point that we were just like, we can't do this anymore. And then when everything happened with Leon, I think both of us were already having those changes of heart, and we were already thinking like, how can we undo this? Can we give this another shot? Can we really try to make this worth? Is it worth it? Is it gonna be okay? You know, we were having all these second thoughts. We were doubting the breakup. But then also doubting if we could make it work. We were just like, we were in this limbo place. And then when Vaughn's brother passed, it kind of just like put everything in perspective. And it's sad that it took this act of God. It's sad that it took this very unfortunate and terrible and painful and traumatic situation to wake us up and say, hey, listen, dummies, like, you love each other. You're meant for each other. It's really, really difficult. And I understand if you want to think it's fake, go ahead. I'm not going to argue with anybody at this point, because I know the truth. Vaughn knows the truth. We know that it was real. We were both in the process of moving on with our lives without each other. It's just things were taking longer because of the pandemic, because of travel, and then of course we had to travel for this. And it's just like, there's just so many things that have happened in this month, just this month. Not even what happened in July, what happened in June. I mean, there was so much that's happened that it's crazy. And I understand that, you know, me and Vaughn can go back and live life like it's normal and move forward because it's our relationship. It's not going to be as easy for our viewers and our supporters to just hop back into the swing of things. I get it. I understand. And I don't want to say I feel like I have to defend myself, because I don't. But I just would hate for people to just continue to think it was fake when it wasn't. And, you know, I don't have to explain it. I don't have to explain myself. It is what it is. But I just wanted to kind of talk about it a little bit. And I understand Vaughn was doing content with another woman. I understand. Did I feel some type of way? Absolutely. Absolutely. But I knew that he was going to have to move. We were both moving on at that point. So I get it. And I don't know. Everybody's gonna have their own opinions, and everybody's gonna say what they want to say. But what's important to me is that me and Vaughn hold on to each other and work on things and be there for each other and just move forward. And I don't know what the future holds. I don't know if it's gonna be all rainbows, and I don't know if there's gonna be an engagement ring and a child and like all these things. I don't know what's coming. I don't know what the future's gonna hold. I don't know if we're gonna be together forever. I can't say. I'm just saying we want to give it another shot. And I know there's people watching that you've gone back and forth with a boyfriend or girlfriend before. You know, we're not doing anything that thousands and hundreds of millions of couples haven't done before. You take a break, you take some time to decide what you really want. And we did. Even though we were still in the same house, we were giving each other space. Like, we didn't really communicate. We didn't really see each other. We just, you know, moved about the house without being around each other. We live in a nice, big enough space, you know? So it's crazy, but I'm so happy. Like, I'm just so happy that we're working on it. And I'm not saying it's perfect. I mean, we got into an argument yesterday, but that's because there's so much going on in our lives right now that, you know, that happens. But we're learning and we're trying to communicate, and we're working on the love languages, and we're like learning how to communicate with each other. You would think that after 4 years we would have learned that by now, but you change in those 4 years, so you have to change your approach. You have to work on those things, you know, because I'm not the same woman that I was when I met him, and he's not the same man. So we are going to have to work on it for the rest of our lives. That's how it's going to be. And I've drawn this video out long enough, so just stop saying that the breakup was fake, because it was not. It was real. Y'all have no idea. I should have filmed everything of my life, because I was a total mess. I mean, whatever. It is what it is. Okay, my camera's gonna cut up. Be sure to follow my Twitter at @MannMan and my Instagram at Midwest Mansfield. Thank you. It cut off on me. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this little update video, and I will see you guys in my next upload, my next video. Mwah.